Welcome, everybody. If you were just watching me, I was actually on Ron's channel, Cosmic Neighbors, talking about the meteorite, about the stuff that's inside of it. But during his broadcast that I was on, I just received a phone call from a family member who's in the military. You guys all know I've been in the military, and out of nowhere, he said, "Eric, I got a person who's on that case, who's on that team." That has working on the non-human biological alien, and so and he wants to talk about it, and I'm like, really, on my channel? Apparently, he wants to talk about it on my channel. I don't know. I don't understand. And he won't tell me his name, but I got him up, and he can only talk now because apparently, he's not. Basically, he's not allowed to talk about this, and if they find out that he's talking to me, he can lose everything. So first of all, M16 man, I guess that's what you want me to call you. So I got to ask you this, and I'm not here to say you are who you're claiming you are, a true whistleblower who's been working on the case of these non-humans, aliens. But I do got to ask you, if this is the case, if this is true that you're working on, I got to ask you, this might sound weird. Of all channels, of all the people to contact to go on, I don't get it. Why are you choosing to go on my channel?
Well, you've got less viewers. You've got less viewers. You don't have as much as the other guys have. So I'm not saying anything bad, but you don't have very many viewers, so it's not like it's not taking a risk.
So basically, you're only on my channel because I don't get a lot of views. All right.
You don't get a lot of views now.
All right. That's fair. But now, only reason I'm taking this from you is because my cousin said you're the real deal, and I love my cousin. He's in the military, but what can you tell me that you really truly are working with what you're claiming that you're working on, the non-human? First of all, this non-human biological crap name, get it out of here. I want a yes or no. Are you truly working on
synthetic
aliens?
organisms? They're not. It's not what people describe. It's a little grey. It's non-human entities. They're simply The non-biological, they're synthetic organisms. It's created in a lab. They're like little drones. It's not even real human. They're little machines. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. They're not using the DNA from human. The synthetic DNA.
But I gotta ask you, but where is this coming from? I mean, I'm hearing these crash sites. Now, are we saying that what you guys are working on, is this supposedly the Roswell crash or something, or another famous crash site that we know of? Where is this crash site?
Well, you got to talk. It's not exactly what you think. It's not. It's nothing to do with outer space. It's got more to interdimensional. It's more interdimensional beings. But these are synthetic organisms that go through dimensional timelines, and I have to digress from stores. It's more of a two-dimensional plane. We've got different dimensions, and this is if you would think of this one as the third dimension. We're talking about non-biological creatures that come from the second dimension, which is basically, you think about straight lines, and they're non-human, as in they were synthetically created and they are moved through time and space. It depends on gravity, and it depends on the gravity of the planet you live on. It's that simple.
And I don't know how I can accept the main reason you coming on my channel, because I got low views. That's I don't know, that's an insult or not, but regardless of the insult, if you're going to come out with this kind of a claim, sir, why not contact Jeremy Corbell to get this story out there?
Jimmy Corbell is what you guys would call a spin doctor. It's a spin doctor, and it's just disinformation. It's just nothing but disinformation. The entire United States military intelligence department has clamoured together some sort of disinformation campaign, as the common man can't understand what's actually flying the ships. If you understand what I'm saying, we're talking about anti-gravity devices and make a trip like that, your body would be ripped apart. They're specifically designed for interdimensional travel.
I
understand?
I'm trying to learn to understand this. This is why I said I'll take this call. Like I said, I love my cousin in the military, so I trust him with this. But I mean, first of all, I should ask my cousin, like, how did you two guys even met to be able to even tell you to come on this channel? So I should just appreciate your coming on here to tell us your story. But again, is what, I don't know if you're following David Grush. I don't know if you know who David Grush is or not, but David Grush has come out, of course, in front of the UFO panel that says
he's a complete fraud. He's not even. It's a complete fraud. It's all part of the disinformation program. That's you have this thing. It's called the Pentagon Secret Army, and the Pentagon Secret Army has about 20,000 people that just been reassigned back to a position of misinformation. Pentagon sent out basically paychecks to these guys to come show up and play a part, and so that it's disinformation. It's not real at all.
So, okay. I mean, okay. So you're telling me that David Grush has given misinformation. I mean, I'm not going to debate that.
It's not that he's giving disinformation. He's just not giving any information. He can say anything he wants as long as he's not the one that's actually seen the biological entities. Then he could say anything he wants.
Are you just saying right here, right now, to everybody's watching? Are you telling me that technically what David Grush is talking about is real, and he's of course he wasn't part of the team, that you yourself are part of that team?
Yeah, I'm actually part of the team. Yeah, I'm actually part of the team. Yeah, he's not part of the team. He's not even. He's somebody that brought in and the disinformation campaign. It's as you guys say, it's a spin doctor. It's what he is. It's what they all are.
Wow. Can you tell us by any chance of this thing that you're claiming that you're looking at, that you're seeing, this non-biological, non-human alien, simple words, what does it look like?
It's all the biological, but they're synthetic. They're not real.
They're synthetic.
Yeah, it's synthetic. They've worked with synthetic organisms for a long time now, and as long as you have a cell, you can make an artificial cell from anything, and then you can pre-program it using standard mRNA. It's just reset its clock. Cells, divisions, mitosis, meiosis. It's not very complicated. In fact, they probably made lots of movies about it. It's kind of a tooth drop in the back. The movie Species and lots of other little movies that came out along the timeline, and kind of slipping in the truth a little bit about these biological, non-biological entities, but they're actually synthetic. It's no different than plastic or anything else you would have in making a lab. You see. It's the same thing. In fact, my area expertise was South America. Well, they have a rubber tree, and the rubber tree has specific cells that you can use easier than regular cells. Also, you can use stem cells from creature. If you ever heard of they had the cattle mutilations, and they always wondered why they've taken specific parts off the animal, and those parts are where the stem cells are, and they've taken stem cells from animals, and you could use that also, but also with the you can also combine with the other ingredients, and you've got your standard nerve endings, and you can put together pretty much a non-biological. You can put together a synthetic human, if you understand what I'm saying. They're synthetic.
It's again, and I'm not here to say that I don't believe you at all. Don't get me wrong. But the problem is that I go through is I hear so many of these stories. I'm not saying your claim is real or not, but it seems like nobody has proof to back up any kind of a claim. Like there's no pictures, there's no. Is there going to be any way from now to later that you can email me proof, email me pictures, email me something so I can tell the people that you are the real deal? Is there something that you could do for me?
No, I'm not going to send you the information because then it goes back to me. And unless you've got a encrypted algorithm and you're able to not get traced, because that would put you and your family in danger. So I couldn't do that.
But aren't you protected under the
No, I'm not protected,
whistleblower protection?
No, there's no such thing. It's completely fake. It's not real. And there's no whistleblowers, mate.
Is there any reason why you and your group would not go on the UFO panel instead of David Grush firsthand?
Absolutely not. No, my family would be put in jeopardy, and pretty much your family would be put in jeopardy. And anybody that exposed any information like that would be put automatically in jeopardy. It's not possible, mate. It's not possible. That's why I'm calling. It's why I sent you information. It's why I chose you, mate. You've got a little channel. There's not much to be afraid of. No offense.
No offense. I'll admit, I don't get 100 people watching. I don't get 1,000. I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I don't. But I will. What I do is I speak the truth and all that. So, but what are you planning? Okay, with this interview here, what are you planning to get out of it?
Nothing at all. It's nothing. I'm not going to make any money out of this. It's just me. It feels like we're in some sort of I don't know. It reminds me of revelations. I knew a vicar. Anyway, it's just I want to get the truth out. So when I make my passage, my conscience is clear, and it's a good time to confess. That's just pretty much it, mate.
Okay, but you got to understand why people that might be watching this can accept that you're real or not, because again, you're saying something, and no offense. Only reason I'm talking to you because my cousin in the military says I should listen to you. That's the only reason why we're doing this live. Why I took this interview, because of my cousin. I respect him. I've been in the military.
You should stop saying your cousin. You should stop saying your cousin. Don't link yourself back to information, because then they might talk to him, and then if they talk to him, then they talk to me, and they talk to everybody. So it's not.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? You're right. I should not have done that. If this is real, all they got to do is look up who's related to me. You're right. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I'm putting you in
putting a lot of people in danger. You're putting a lot of people in danger.
But okay, so have you personally been to one of these crash sites that produced what you're studying, what you're looking at, this alien case?
There's not actually a crash site. In fact, it's made up. There's no crash sites at all.
So there's no crash site.
Well, there was one crash site in sort of Des Moines, Washington. There was a crash site in Des Moines, Washington, and they gathered material from that, but that material never actually made it to its destination. However, it did. It's covered up very nicely, so we have that. We have that material. So we don't. There's nothing but there's no Area 51 crash sites at all.
Again, I'm trying to be cool and nice. Like I said, I respect a certain person that told me I should talk to you. But one person, like from my chat, is asking a good question. He's so asking. So, what's your point of coming on the show if I can't get any kind of proof? Which you're saying you're in danger and all that. So, are you hoping that your message can get out through me?
Absolutely not. It's not. It's going to get out anywhere, mate. It's just not going to get out anywhere. I am. It's just not going to get out anywhere, mate. It's not. It's not going to. It's not. It's. They can't. It's especially now they can't do it at all. Information can't be comprehended by anybody. They have no concept of interdimension, or so they've got no concept of anything. Unless you've taken lots of classes in physics and you understand the standards of the golden ratio and specifics pi, and it's not going to happen. So it's the information I'm passing on. It's just hot air, basically. It's a gift. A particular person has asked me to come on here and just give you a little bit of spiel, mate. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna make the shot. So I've got to go, mate. I can't stay on very long.
You gotta. Did you say you have to go? Why? Is there an issue that's going on at the moment?
Absolutely, there's an issue going on at the moment. Absolutely, there's an issue going on at the moment. Think about it.
Well, listen. If you have to go, you have to go. I can't stop you from going. But I think it would be worth it for you to stand up for what you're saying and come back and be on my channel and show me something.
Yes, we'll have to talk about that. We'll see.
Okay. And you're saying, as we speak, you are technically telling me that you are in danger.
Absolutely, I'm in fucking danger. Most people are giving away information like this. Of course you're in danger. Of course, everyone's in danger. You're talking about interdimensional. That's not. It's not a concept. It's what they call a spiritual warfare. If you want to give it to a lower vibrational concept, but
it's just hard for me. You got to understand this. It's hard for me to sit here. And it's one thing to say you might find something from a crash site, which we know crash site, but you're talking interdimensional. I mean, you're talking a whole nother level.
You're talking about
of science fiction, sci-fi.
You're talking about material that's not a type of material that's not created in this world, in this timeline. It's not even a concept of. It was not created here. It's created somewhere else into another timeline. It's another dimension. So when you have material it's been brought over from another dimension, it's going to disrupt the entire, in layman's terms, the matrix. It's completely fucked.
You're at the door.
You're at
the door. We need to get you out of here.
I've got to go, mate.
Okay. Can you contact me again and next time maybe you can have some kind of proof for me?
Yeah, mate. I've got to go.
Okay.
I've got to go.
Okay. Listen, people. I can't sit here and tell you this person is real or not. I got a phone call this morning from my cousin who's in the military. A friend, somebody from the military. Oh, fuck, I already said cousin. No big fucking deal. It's already too late. Told me that I should take this call and he can only talk now. So I set up a quick thing on this. And I can't tell you if this guy's real or not. But in some ways, I'm still pissed off that we constantly get these freaking people saying they're whistleblowers. And listen, he could be the real deal. But again, nobody can show me proof, pictures, or something to tell me a statement that what they're saying is real. I love my cousin. I love my cousin. I took this interview because I know my cousin's not going to lie to me. He's not going to bullshit me. But it doesn't mean he's being bullshit himself with this guy. That's the reason I popped up the show right away and took this call. Because a good source of mine, a family member of mine in the military. But again, you heard him. Interdimensional. Not saying he's lying or not. Again, has no proof to show me. Because again, they all say they're afraid for their lives and all that, but they're going out, they're able to talk about it. They're able to say something about it, but they have no proof. It's the same old crap that, listen, if you're listening to me right now, M16, listen, I'm not calling you a liar. I want to believe you 100%. But you have to give me something. You have to give me information, proof, picture, or something in writing to even make me want to think that you're telling me the truth. And I want you to tell me the truth. I want to know you're firsthand working on that. And I do agree with you that Jeremy Corbell and David Grush and those people are puppets. I agree with you on that. But at this point, I have to call you a puppet until you give me some information. I'm sorry. If you ever want to come back on my channel, you're going to have to give me something. You're going to have to give something to these awesome people in the chat. Otherwise, I just can't do it. Guys, I know we got some good friends right now having live shows. I apologize that I'm breaking in during their shows, but this is the only time this person can talk, and it was just a dramatic decision that I had to make to put this on. So I'm going to end the show right now. So you go back to Under the Fight S4's channel, Cosmic Neighbors channels. And again, I apologize to them. I don't like to interrupt people's shows, but this was way too important because a family member in the military told me I should take this call. Beyond that, have a great day. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow on the Paranormal Highway.